The purpose of the nature walk is to allow the children to get outside into nature. We feel like as human beings, we all need to have time out in nature. And we also feel that philosophically, it helps us to be well-rounded as learners, to be exposed to all kinds of things. So one of the pillars of relational education is life. And life is being exposed to all kinds of things, not just the four walls of the classroom.
I look at a student as somebody who is learning about their place in the world, and a part of that means stewardship and environmental stewardship.
Nature journals are a way for the children to document the kinds of specimens that they have found in nature. So we have a lot of fun with this because they will gather anything that they want. Usually it's something that they choose, and we have had all kinds of nifty specimens like toads and salamanders. Sometimes, it's these living creatures that can get away from us. Other times it's simply a lovely piece of a tree or a flower that they've selected. And so they'll take their specimen, and they will, in the case of a crawling creature, they'll put it in a nice little mason jar or something, and look at it very attentively in that fashion. And then as they're examining it very closely, and that's one of the things we're striving to do, is develop that skill of attentiveness and looking for detail. So they will examine it carefully, and then they'll go to their nature journal and they'll paint it with the dry brush technique that we start teaching them in kindergarten.
I had the pleasure to see these young people over the course of this past school year several times. And it's interesting to see the personality of the environment and season match the personality of the child. When I first met them, they knew something, but as time went on, their awareness really seemed to come out.
It is an imperative part of what we do because we're about habit development, habit formation, and we want the students to always be mindful of the things that are around them.
Gillingham's onto something here with connection with nature. I know that's part of the dominant theory here. And when you get young people to know their surroundings, that expands into curiosity and to other aspects, from literature to math, science, writing. It's the underlying, premise. And I always like to say I teach curiosity, and I know this school foments that. It provides the environment.